welcome back, crew, to beautiful Haulover Inlet and Boats versus Haulover. Remain a machine, take on Mother Nature down here in Miami. And as we can see by this Midnight Express that is barreling its way toward the mouth of the inlet, it's kind of slightly rough conditions, supposed to progressively get worse throughout the day. But this crew right here will easily take a win as they make their way into Haulover, giving the boats an early 1-0 edge. And that's going to bring us to the second round of our competition. And here in the second round, the boats are going to go ahead and toss a CV in the ring to see if they can keep that momentum going and try and pick up another win. But here we go, as our captain is making his way out of the inlet. As you can tell, it has gotten a little rough right here as the captain's trying to come out. Very tight, compact waves. He's got the boat barely up on plane, trying to let it do its thing as he works his way out the mouth of the inlet. And he's starting to get out into the rollers. Let's see if he can close it out and take another win for the boats. Right now, he looks pretty solid. Winds up bouncing high and takes a smack as he winds up going vertical off of one of the big waves as he rolled out into the rollers just outside the inlet. Here you can see again, my man straight up getting some air and winds up landing hard as things go flying everywhere on the boat. Now, my man took a pretty good hit here. You can tell we lost a few things overboard, it looks like even. And unfortunately for my guy, he's going to wind up taking a loss for the boats here in the second round, which is going to bring us to the third round of our competition. We are now tied at 1 apiece. And here in the third round, the boats are going to toss an invincible in the ring to see if we can try and get back ahead. And here we go, my crew, same deal. Boat barely up on plane. He's got the throttles worked on this one, letting the boat eat, trying to keep it moving, keeping that bow high as he works his way toward the mouth of the inlet. You can see the white caps here in the background. It is definitely turned into a rough day down here at the inlet, but this is a pretty monstrous boat. It would take a lot for Haulover to wind up taking these guys down, and unfortunately, based on what I'm seeing here, they cut through the rollers. Now they're going to head into the mouth of the inlet, and it doesn't look like Haulover's going to be able to throw much at them that's going to knock them down, and this crew will wind up taking a win for the boats here in the third round, and that's going to give the boats a 2-1 edge as we move into the fourth round of our contest. And here in the fourth round, the boats are going to toss a Willcraft in the ring to see if they can go ahead and close this one out. That's right, the boats pull a win here. This one could be over early, but let's go. And man, this doesn't look good for the boats right away. The crew is coming out pretty slow, but they do have it throttled right, trying to keep the bow high. But with people standing on the gunnels like this, that's never a good idea. But let's see if everybody can hang on. So we got a few crew in the back, the guys on the gunnels, as Captain's going to try and work his way out. They are taking the slow roll approach. He's doing what he's got to do to try and keep that bow up. Again, it's a rough day. You can see how bad this boat is plopping over the waves, but Cap looks okay as the crew continues to make their way out. But here we can see, look at how rough it was to try and hold on through this, as our guy winds up taking one hand off, almost goes overboard right there. That one was a lot closer than you think. Hangs on by the fingertips on this. And then, of course, we got the crew on the stern as well, going to try and grab something here, but Cap is working his way out, and this is why you don't move around when you're coming out of an inlet, because if somebody falls, Cap likely is not even going to notice it. This crew makes it out, but all the crew doing the other stuff, I'm going to go ahead and give them the loss in this round, and that's going to bring us to a 2-2 tie as we move into the fifth and final round of our competition. And here in the fifth round, the boats are going to toss a Tierra in the ring to try and see if they can close it out. Another big boat with trips on the back, and Cap's got this one fired up, working his way out, barely up on plane, keeping the boat just moving, getting that bow high, and he's going to push his way right out of Haulover and right into the victory column, giving the boats the win in this episode. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens at the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.